Are doing a new asset today. It is called ZEC. I'm pretty sure it's Zcash. I'm not 100% sure what the exact name is, but ZEC, it's a coin from back in the day, and it is actually something to pay attention to. You can see that as it came out, there was a lot of hype behind it, and now it has sold off drastically. But the one thing that you need to understand about volume, as you're selling off, right, you would expect volume to be increasing. But as you're coming into this, I want to say the apex of the curvature, and this is what I would be, this is like the cleanest rounding bottom you can ask for because it's actually already done rounding and you already got some upside coming. And then that upside is actually followed by nice volume, buy volume, and that's why we're doing this video, because there is accumulation occurring, and anyone with just simple TA can see that as you're grinding these lows and you're doing this rounded bottom, this right here was the last, I think, a liquidity grab for the downside, and this was the pivot where now you have an impulse actually occurring for markup for distribution to occur somewhere else. Now what I'm going to do is I've already turned on my drawing. I already drew the short and I've already drawn the long. On this larger time frame, I want you to see this. This is how I would be approaching the long. If I took this long, I would be taking it and confirming it above $18. And then from $18, my first take profit would be around 36.71. And then after that, I'd be looking for 59 and so on. Now, the way the system works, after TP1, you're supposed to take a short just in case that the market wants to roll over and test into where the breakout occurred. And then from there, if it does and not break it, you can have TP1 again. You could even compound your money if you wanted on the trade confirmation line, as in like get a larger size if that level is confirmed and not broken. And you can take some profit again at the TP1 and then TP2, TP3. But if you can't get above TP1 and a candle can't close above TP1, the risk of you rolling over is higher. If a candle open and closes above TP1, the chances of you getting to TP2 are higher. And in this situation, more than likely, we are going higher because you can already see that the Wyckoff accumulation, inverse head and shoulder right here. This is the inverse head and shoulder, your Wyckoff accumulation, and now you're already doing markup like maybe in like a 7-wave Elliott wave fashion. You got wave 1, you got wave 2 retrace, you got wave 3. Wave 3 is the second largest impulse. It's wave 5 that's the largest. So you're right now, you're in wave 3. When you get that little retrace for wave 4, if wave 4 holds wave 3 support 0.5 level, the next impulse up will be wave 5 going to that TP2 area. Okay, wave 5 going to that TP2 area in a nice impulse, volume supported. And then at that level, you have to decide if you are going to have a little bit of a pullback to TP1 to confirm support and then go to TP3. That I'm going to show you now on lower time frames because I've already shown the possible short. Let's go to daily. There you go. So right now you can see we're clearly above TP1. So 36 is a great buying opportunity if you are trying to get long in this asset. And other than that level, if this level gets breached, I would be being patient again for this $23 level. Now, since we're clearly above this level, this is how I would be approaching a short if I was to take a local short for the test of the breakout area. So if I was to take this short, I would have took it around $45. Already I'm nearing TP3, which is gonna be the order block that we are basically gonna test for continuation to the upside or not. Now you can already see this is a little distributive-ish. Okay, this was a local scalp short, and you could already see that this little top, it's like a Wyckoff distributional top, but you're doing it on higher lows. So if anyone tries to short over here and you can't get underneath this, that's why TP3 is around $40. If you can't get under $40, this is what you would be considering a bull trap. Because what's going on is people probably shorted over here and they actually got impulsed on, got wrecked. People probably shorted over here. If they did not take profit, okay, this was the order block that cemented the head. This is like the shoulder, head and shoulder. Here's your Quasimodo last shoulder for deeper retrace if we're going to do it. So basically what this is saying is if we can't get the daily candle to close above 42.67 today, okay, the chance of you using 42.67 as a rollover to go to $40 to test for support is there. Losing $40, you're going to go right to our major level of 36, which is a long opportunity. As you can see, this was the original breakout of the order block, and to come test into this level, this was the first head and shoulder fake out. This is what trapped the bulls. So there's bears, sorry. This is where one of the largest bear trap occurred, and then the next one was right over here. And now we're having one here. So this is literally 3 drives up, a little bit of pullback to test support over here at $36 is not like, oh, to hell we go. No, this is to shake out all the retail over leveraged long traders who are trying to get quick, easy money on this by taking like 200x longs and stuff. They're the ones that cause these drop backs down because the market is taking these over leveraged longs, shaking them out, and then as people get panicked and shorting the bottom, they are the fuel that short squeezes us right back up. So all the people right now that are trying to trade this ZEC, Zcash on anything less than a daily time frame, all they're seeing is this, right? They're seeing a top like, oh, I'm going to short this. This is going to dump, blah, 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 blah. But if you look just at this and then you compare it with the volume, you can see that the sell-off over here was much bigger and even a worse area to short, but it was more of a volume sell-off than here, which looks more attractive to sell and short, but less volume. So this right here seems a little bit trappy to me. If you have 3 red candles and you can't break support, more than likely you're rounding a bottom and looking for upside. Just like this, with the sideways channel being formed by the near the top, you know, and then you take out the top. This is very, very similar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this, the trading setup, because I don't want you guys to chase that that trade. I'm going to delete all these little doodles, and then I'm going to show you one last simple way to look at this. Okay. So, shift. I consider this a order block. I'm going to color this white. I'm going to color this green. Okay. This I don't want to say is a buying opportunity. What I'm saying is if you lose this order block, okay, at $39, you should have an alert ready for you to approach 36 for a long scalp opportunity with a stop loss just like underneath this impulse candle, which would be 35.20. So $1 wiggle room if you take this long. Now, if you get stopped out at that 35.20, you should see this as a huge buying opportunity due to the fact that this is what the original buyers bought on this swing failure pattern, and this is what caused the short squeeze impulse up. So coming back to test at least the top of the channel or mid of the channel or even bottom of the channel, this area is something that, hey, you can entertain a long scalp when the time comes. Aside from that, I would not even try to short this until losing the 39 or confirming underneath 36. Because if you lose this, what I told you would happen is you could have some kind of consolidational head and shoulder trying to play out, and you could come over here to test this area just to get these guys to sweat a little. Once you swing failure pattern that, you got the upside, basically clear path to go up in the exact same fashion it was already working on. All we did was have a little bit of a pit stop, and you could kind of do it like that if you want. But the uptrend is there. Coming back to the bottom of the channel is not a bad thing, guys. This is how prices work. But if you don't know what to expect, of course you're gonna panic and like do stuff. This is why I'm giving you a clear, concise plan as to what to expect. You can't expect this to just like moon on up, because right now Bitcoin and ETH are going down. Okay, so I know you might think this is better than Bitcoin and ETH, but I'm just telling you, like, these are the market leaders. If liquidity is being sucked out of these, this is going to be the next guy that whoever is profitable is going to sell so that they can continue their livelihoods. So if this does sell off with Bitcoin and ETH doing what they're doing, you at least are prepared for that downward trend to scalp that long when the time comes. So that's the gist of this video for today. If you guys have any questions or concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. Aside from that, please leave a like, subscribe, leave the comment in the comment section. If you're interested in trading with me live, like I said, feel free to join me on the Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow. Now, the last thing I'm leaving out with is on monthly. Monthly is clearly telling you that we are in an uptrend, volume supported. So for this month's close, we should look for that TP2 target for sure. But just a little bit of consolidation in between is not gonna kill us. But that $59 target seems more and more realistic as you look at this possibility. Yes, today's daily close is extremely important above that level I said. I think it was like 41 or 42. If you don't get that tomorrow, you might get a little bit of a sell-off, because after you get volume into the like, this is like a standard deviation EMA kind of thing. Whenever we hit this blue line on volume on an impulse, there's always some sort of reverse. Even if you do a big sell candle, you're gonna reverse it with a buy, dead cat bounce. This is kind of how I do the dead cat bounce. Like, this is how I check for it. So like, we had a major sell-off, right? That sell-off all was accompanied by big buys. So kind of like when you are looking for, hey, when should I buy? Well, you got to look for where was there a recent liquidity grab to one end or the other, and then maybe we can squeeze on the opposite side, trapping people. So when this sold off, what happened was people shorted, right? And you had an epic short squeeze on this candle right here. How badly people shorted is because they saw this triple head and shoulder, and they all got impulsed out because they probably did not, like, they all got caught probably over here, and they didn't close it here, and then some people added here, and this is where the impulse occurred. Okay, you tested the 0.5 of the impulse candle, it did not break down, and that continuation up. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a great day. Take it safe. If you have any other questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you soon. Trade safe. Bye-bye.